Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Monday night championship watch along. It is Huddersfield versus Luton Town, right at the very back end of round 41 in the championship. It's fourth versus fifth, so we've had to wait all weekend, and we'll be doing the review show tomorrow night because we need to know what is about to happen in this one. It's going to be a good one. Let me know your predictions and do say hello in the chat, and we'll give you a shout out. Welcome, Serpent's Reign. Looking forward to this go on. Luton, Ewan, welcome, buddy. Anir, welcome. Stephen, we must say hello to Luca in just a second, which we will do. At least 2022. Welcome, David. Welcome. Purple Bungalow, good evening to you as well. James, as a Norwich fan, rooting for Huddersfield. May end up using Sinani, but fair point that actually. Dave, welcome. Tom, welcome. Come on, you Hatters, Huddersfields. David, hello, gang. Great tweet of you. Bless you. Thank you. Welcome, Joe. 3-3. That'd be nice. Wait, get me your predictions in. Go for an entertainment. I think I went for a Desmond. Let's hope it is a nice, entertaining night. Let me know your thoughts as we go. Get your predictions in and all of that good stuff. We'll check out the team news in just a minute. We must, as I said, say hello to Luca. Now, Luca is our fan sponsor, but that's not important right now because I happen to know on good authority that Luca has got to go into the going for a procedure. I think it might even be tomorrow as well. So far more important than any football match tonight. I would love everybody in the chat. This is Luca. You can see there he has got some health problems. Bless him. Wonderful kid though. Can you send him your best wishes in the chat? Get as many as we can, please, for his procedure. I think he's having something done just to help his grip and his hand tomorrow. So if you can get your best wishes in for Luca in the chat, I'm sure he'll be watching. I've seen his setup. And he's got double monitor job as well. His dad, Stephen, set it all up. So get your best wishes in from Luca. And, of course, from me to you, Luca, good luck tomorrow, my friend. Get them in the chat right now. There we go. Look, Joe, well done. Best wishes, Luca. Purple Bungalow, all the best, Luca. Brilliant stuff, guys. Get well soon, Luca. Best wishes, Luca, are all behind you. Best of luck. You guys are legendary. Let's click through all of these. He's a great lad, Luca. Loves his football. He can't help that he's a Stoke fan. There you go. Thank you, guys. That will hopefully make his evening. There he is. Great lad, Luca. And good luck tomorrow from me and from all of us. Apparently, he's been through worse. So I think he's a brave lad who's used to this sort of thing. So yes, thank you for all of your wishes. We'll try and click them all up on the screen. Brilliant stuff, guys. Really do appreciate that. Have I clicked on all of them? Hopefully, Luca has seen all of them away in his brilliant Mad Professor's room, watching all the football on various TV screens. Right. Well, that's the important stuff. Let's talk about football now. Let's get into the team news. What I will do just quickly, let's dive in on the league table first. And you can see the state of play here. At this point in the season, I'm terrible at maths, but we're all just sat here doing maths, aren't we? So if this game is a draw, nothing changes, essentially. Look at Nottingham Forest goal difference. So Huddersfield would tie up on 67. Luton would move up to 66 above Sheffield United. And nobody changes places. So if we've got any Forest fans in, Sheffield United, Blackburn fans, Middlesbrough, Millwall, whoever in that chase, Coventry, QB, I have to go down first as far as I can, else everyone gets upset. You want a draw, basically. You don't want 3 points going onto the board. You only want 2, 1 per team. Now, if Huddersfield were to win, they would obviously go to 69 above Forest. Forest would have 2 games in hand still. If Huddersfield were to actually win by 3 goals, you can see there, plus 14 on Luton's goal difference, plus 12 on Sheffield United. So if that goes back to plus 11, given the goals for Luton, could actually drop a place tonight, but that would take a 3-goal win on Huddersfield's part, okay? if Luton were to win, they would go on to 68. They would go into third. Obviously, goal difference is irrelevant there with Huddersfield because no one else is going to tie up on 66. So basically, if it's a draw, everyone stays where they are. If Luton win, they go third and Huddersfield go fifth. If Huddersfield win, they go third and Luton stay fifth, unless it's a 3-goal win, in which instance Luton can drop beneath Sheffield United. Does that make any sense, or am I talking complete garbage as per usual? Let's dive in here to the teams. Nichols in goal for Huddersfield. The fullbacks are good. Pippa and Toffler, they weren't good last season, to be fair, although Huddersfield were in a very different part of the table. Coyle has been excellent on loan from Chelsea. Lee's in there as the other centre-back. Midfield 3. Hogg has been there forever. Russell hasn't. He's only come in this season. O'Brien is very good and may well play at a higher level than Championship at some point in his career. Sinani, I think James already mentioned in the chat, is on loan from Norwich. He's doing well. Sorba Thomas, fantastic down at the right-hand side. Wing-back, winger, front right, whatever you want to call him. Danny Ward, evergreen, still getting the goals as well. For Luton, Shea in goal. We think Onyedinma is going to play right wing-back. SofaScore do imagine that. You could get a back 4 out of that 11. So we'll see what happens. If any Luton fans are in, just shuffle Bell along 1 and Bree at full-back. And you could have a back 4, but Nathan Jones doesn't tend to do that. Let's assume SofaScore are right and we'll wait to kick off. So Shea in goal. Bree, Bradley, Naismith, Bell and Onyedinma if it is wing-backs, indeed. And Panzu, Lansbury and Campbell. Adebayo and Cornick up top. If it is a back 4, just bring Onyedinma forward and make it a 4-3-3. But yeah, we'll take a look at that when we get to kick off. Benches for both clubs here. Blackman, Sarr, Turton, Eiting, Rhodes, Holmes, Carome. A decent bench there, actually, for Huddersfield. Eisted, Potts, Snodgrass, Kioso, Berry, Musgrave, and Hilton on the bench for Luton. Let's go to some comments. There you go, Stephen. Hopefully those good wishes got through to our friend Luca. There we go. We love you, Luca. We do. Luca, we love you. Excellent stuff. Thank you all for your help with that. Predictions, comments, get them in. 2-1 to the Hatters, says Spencer. Joe, I'm a Borough fan. I need a draw. All those rival fans are going to want the draw tonight. They do not want 3 points going on the board. Ewan is going for a 1-1. James, imagine Forest leapfrogging Bournemouth into second on the final day. A lot of people are imagining that at the moment. I'm still in the camp that it's Bournemouth's to throw away, but I can be convinced otherwise over the next couple of game rounds. Do we have to see the table gets more depressing week by week? Unless you're a Forest fan, I guess. But there you go. Alex, draw, please. If not, Terriers win, please. David agrees with that. Come on, Luton says Serpents reign. That win on Saturday made me dare to dream again, as always, though, isn't it? Trent, Forest fan, draw here, draw, please. Yeah, it's completely understandable. All the Forest fans, all the Bournemouth fans, all the Middlesbrough fans, whoever, don't want a winner in this game. It's that point in the season. Adrian, scratching my head how Huddersfield went from relegation back to Players 1 year. They're good. I think the reason might be on my screen in front of me, Carlos Corberon. So good management. Changed a bit from his initial philosophy in the first season, but yeah, he's worked it well this season. What else? We've got 1-1 there. Annie 2-0. Hatters. Dave, evening from Poole in Dorset. Good luck, Luca, from a Stoke fan. Well, there you go. Razor, hope you got Huddersfield to win. Rage has nil. Stop it. Get lost. That's nil written. We don't want that. Do you think Borough have bottled playoffs? Again, I'm very anti the word bottled, Joe. It would be very unfair to say Borough had bottled it on the basis they've kind of been on the periphery and in and out. It's not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. Hamza, welcome. Luton to win today. Purple Bungalow, honestly, I haven't got a clue. Luton, Bournemouth, Middlesbrough on Friday. Yeah, we'll get the we'll get this round out of the way and we'll look at all of that, Ewan. But yeah, double whammy, isn't it? Friday and Monday coming up, Easter weekend, where people's promotion campaigns go to die most years. Let's get a couple more comments in. What else have we got? BS, even all. Happy retirement to Neil Ward. Yeah, I'll vouch for that. Enjoy here in Neil Warnock on the radio today. What else have we got? Not been a Warburton fancy, some Warburton talk. Love the way Corberon says, I don't know how he says it. There we go. Desmond from the neutral standpoint. Yeah, I went for that, but I'm hoping we're not going to get the nil. There's going to be a fair amount of goals. I reckon Luton will give it a good try. One more here. Come on, Luton, says Grant. Brilliant stuff. Guys, please help me out as ever. Can you, if you're watching right now, hit that like button on our stream here. Get us a like spike. See if you can get us towards 50 likes. That would be absolutely tremendous. I can see we've got 27 likes at the moment. It's a little bit of fun, but it does actually help. If there's people watching this game and they're looking for a little accompaniment, you hit that like button, more people will get recommended, and hopefully we can bring some more people across. Fantastic, you lot. 37. That's immediately jumped up to. Thank you for that like spike. We'll do a few more during the evening. Right, let's just have a quick check in with our friends over at Betfair. You can see up in the corner of my screen, I am very lucky. My silly YouTube channel, I've got partners here, Betfair and Football 365. Obviously, if you're going to go over and check out betfair.com, please gamble responsibly. BigGambleAware.org, 18 plus only. And this is what Betfair have got to offer you. And they're not sure either. Look at that. Huddersfield 7-5 to win this one. Luton 11-5. So Huddersfield home advantage there, really, isn't it? Makes them short favourites. But no one's odds on in this one, according to our friends over at Betfair. The draw 2-1. So there's value there. If you can call this one, there's value along all three of those. Have a look at the odds boost down there. Let me know if you fancy any of those. Luton's have two or more cards in each half, 17-2. Elijah Adebayo boosted 6-1. He's magic, apparently, and you get a little booster there. Again, we thank Betfair. Really pleased that they've come on board with us this season. And the normal messages about gambling, of course, please gamble responsibly. BigGambleAware.org. 18 plus only. Here come the players, and we are just about ready to go. Let's see if we can get any more comments from you guys in here. Joe, we need a couple of wins. Bournemouth, Huddersfield and Swansea doing Borough on Friday. And Monday. Okay, enjoy. Who's your forward to make the playoffs? Oh, Jonathan, I'll tell you in about 2 hours, mate. Blades Way, hope Huddersfield win by 2 goals. I think they might need 3, mightn't they, in terms of that goal scored, unless their head-to-head's coming into it there. But yeah, it needs to be a big win for Luton to drop below Sheffield United tonight on goal difference. Evening, Stephen. What else have we got in the chat here? He's magic, Yes, he is. Indeed. What else have we got? JC, welcome. Maybe a big shout, but whoever loses won't finish in the playoffs. JC's playing big calls that we always play on the preview show. You love to see it. Sky, who, to be fair, normally have spoken to someone in either camp, have got a sort of a 3-5-2 shape with Onyedinma at wing back. So we'll assume that's what's going to be happening. We're about to get going. Let me just bang through the teams one more time. Let me know who your danger men are for either side, and how you see this one going. Last chance for predictions in Nichols in goal for Huddersfield, Pippa and Toffolo fullbacks, Coyle, Lees, Russell, Hogg, O'Brien midfield, Sinani, Ward, Thomas up top. For Luton, Shea in goal. We think a back three with Bree tucked in, Bradley and Naismith. Bell and Onyedinma, we think wing backs, and Panzu, Lansbury, Campbell with Cornick and Adebayo up top. Get your predictions in. 1-0 smash and grab. They got very good at that last season, Luton, as well. Razor, there you go. Huddersfield to win and both to score first half. Get in there. Sinani, Cornick and Adebayo, the danger men there, according to the Blades Way. Luton 2-1, Adebayo to score 2-1. Huddersfield, we're all over the place with this one. Difficult one to call. 4th versus 5th. Everybody 3-1. Huddersfield, Luton 2-1. Look at this. We're all over Luton, one loss in the last 11 games in Yorkshire. Very interesting stats coming out. Ward is always a danger. 13 goals this season. 3-1 Terriers for James. Everton FL has put 0-0 about 5 times in there. There you go. I'm not putting it on the screen, but I've read it out. There you go. Don't need to keep putting it out there. We don't want a 0-0, do we? We are about to kick off. Do hit like before we hit kickoff. We've got 50 likes. Unbelievable. 59. So do hit that like button. Help bring as many people to the stream as possible. I am watching on Sky Sports Football HD. So I'm on a TV feed. We have kicked off. We'll give you a timestamp ASAP. Get yourself lined up. If you're watching on Now TV, if you're watching on Sky Go, Smart TV, or by any nefarious means that I'm not allowed to talk about, you might want to pause me or pause yourself to get everything lined up. Let's get in it and getting into it right now. Huddersfield, I think it's Thomas into the box early. Toffolo tries to get the cross in past Bell. And he's carried on actually down towards the corner flag. Cross does come in. And Panzu tries to sort of hook it away. Goes completely the wrong direction. Decent start down the left there by Huddersfield. I don't think... Did we expect Thomas to be playing down the left? I think we expected him down the right. He has started down left-hand side. I'm going to give you a timestamp on 1 minute in 3, 2, 1, sync. So if you're ahead or behind, either pause me or pause your TV feed and get everything lined up. Shout out to Mark Crowther. Cycled to every away game for Luton. Even... I was trying to think the worst one, Middlesbrough or Bournemouth or something. Great effort. That is on Now TV. Players turn up at the stadium. Pause me now, James. Out it goes. So Huddersfield just starting with the territory so far. Thomas a threat down the left-hand side. Huddersfield 4-1. Who knew? Stephen, come on, you Hatters. Woof. Thomas switches the play across to Pippa. Sinani is most definitely out on the right and Thomas on the left. I think we had that the other way around. Ipswich signed Marcus Stewart from Huddersfield, my favourite ever player there. Ewan, you're speaking my language. And the top 6 charge is on. For whom? Leicester? He's always talking about Leicester, is Iain. Keep your comments in. Russell has got it in central midfield. Sorry, it's Coyle at centre back. Toffolo inside to O'Brien. O'Brien does find Russell. With Sinani, who's gone short. Pippa inside to O'Brien. Huddersfield, better side so far. Only 2 minutes gone. Toffolo inside. Pippa's on the edge of the box. Got a bit of a nosebleed there. And Campbell just nicks it off him for Luton, who just want to get a foothold in the game so far. Good energy from Huddersfield. Luton just getting on the ball now. Lansbury has got it. Goes out to Bree, who's just tucked in. We've been used to him playing wing-back for a lot of the season. Bree. Naismith sticks it in. Joe, been a fan for a couple of weeks, been loads of stream. Well, you're very, very welcome, Joe. Thank you for joining us here. Thought my favourite player would be Titus Bramble. I know Titus gets derided, but when he was like 17 breaking through, he was a machine. I tell you, come on, Luton, says Hammer. Every game for prostate cancer. I assume this is the Luton fans cycling everywhere. Fair dues. Here is Mpanzu. Excuse me, it's on your dimmer. Ball's given away. Quick turnover now from Huddersfield. O'Brien try to get it out to Thomas. On your dimmer, as all my Millwall friends will tell me, is very, very quick. It's just harnessing that speed that Neil Harris had trouble with Millwall. 3:52 on the clock. 0-0. Luton just getting a little bit of a foothold, like I said, after a good start from Huddersfield. There's one in the channel for Cornick to chase, headed out by the excellent Levi Coyle. A little cushion ball away. O'Brien 50-50 there. Just pings that, takes it off Lansbury. His Ward comes short. And now Thomas is 1v1 with Bryn. He's going to try and get himself into the box. Thomas puts it across the box. I was going to say, very one-footed by Thomas on that left foot. He went outside of the foot. It's actually a good ball into O'Brien, who sticks it over the bar. And Thomas down this left-hand side, getting behind on your dimmer. If I'm Nathan Jones, I'm having a look at that already. Seems to be the main attacking outlet thus far. Well, in the game, really, not just for Huddersfield. Let's have a look at some comments. There should be a draw. Got a feeling the Terriers will edge it, says Vindaloo. And feeling positive about less. I don't believe it, and I don't believe it. Wayne, welcome. Wayne's so polite. He always wishes my family well, so very kind. Wayne, Luton 2-1, he says. What else we got? Only watching because I'm not watching games. Well, there you go. Enjoy. Servants Rain, enjoyed my Saturday morning watching Everton bit. I bet you did. Very good weekend for Everton. Fingers crossed for Luton, says Tony. Alex, do you think Huddersfield are a team that need to go up? It does feel with both of these sides, it's a big chance this season. It always gets harder, doesn't it? In the Championship, into the box goes Adebayo. There's a little leg stretched out there. I wondered whether Adebayo was going to draw the foul there. Such a handful. But no, out it goes. Fred could run, a bit like Forrest. That was the accusation at Millwall. But Luton do their recruitment, very studiously, don't they? Ben, live streams during the lockdown stop me going. It's me too, Dave. I tell you, me too. Fred, not known for his defensive work. Yeah, it's a polite way of saying where I was going with that. Lewis, welcome. Gone for over 1.5. Luton 3 corners, 2.2 on that one. Hopefully, Lewis has gone with our friends over at betfair.com. Please gamble responsibly. Kyle, Huddersfield fan and my wife is Luton. No winning here. Absolutely not. Right, let's keep an eye on the game. Keep comments coming in. Brilliant stuff in the chat, guys. Hit that like button. 69 likes. See if we can get up and over 100. Here comes Pippa crossing halfway from the right back position. Good run, actually. Just drifted past Mpanzu there briefly. Balls with O'Brien now in the centre of midfield. Hogg into Sinani, who'd come very narrow. We're going to stop what we're doing and say huge thank you to Wolves FI, who always super chats. He's so kind. I'm going to drink to you, Wolves FI. €5 on the super chat. Big up yourself. Thank you so much, Wolves FI. Please support via super chat if you have got the means to do so. Thomas again chasing in behind Fred on Yedimma, who's already, I think, look out for the switch of play early right to left for Thomas. O'Brien's looking for it there. He's just offside, isn't he? Actually off by about a metre, I think. But yeah, they're definitely targeting on Yedimma. I'd be very interested to know whether that was the plan or whether when the teams came in, all of a sudden Thomas and Sinani swapped wings. I wonder, or am I giving them too much credit there? Corberon. Would he have switched it on the fly? We'll never know. I'm sure the Huddersfield dressing room know what the plan is. We will never know. Rain coming down in Yorkshire there. Into the channel for Cornick Coyle on the cover. Does well, gets it out to Toffolo. Right, let's get some more comments in. More Hatters. Evening, Callum, welcome. Chris Kirchner, getting very involved now with Darby, the approved bidder. It'd be interesting to see how that pans out. NFFC, welcome tonight. Great result for Cov yesterday. We will deal with that, Kelborn, tomorrow night in the review. So looking forward to talking about that. I've heard from my Fulham friends. It's a commentary, quite good value for that, actually. So we should mention, this weekend in that top six, Fulham lost, Bournemouth drew, Forest won again and moved up to third. Sheffield United obviously drew because they were playing Bournemouth, who we already mentioned, and Middlesbrough lost at home to Hull. So, maybe you can see why the Millwall fans are all of a sudden, oh, hello. Results certainly have gone for either of these sides if and only if they can get a win. If this is a draw, then Nottingham Forest have had pretty much the most perfect round of results that you could imagine. Keep your comments coming in. Keep your thoughts coming in on the game. 9:30 gone, 0-0. Fairly even, Stephen, so far. Thomas looks a threat against Onyedinma is the only real pattern I've seen thus far. There's one forward early. Campbell making the run from number 10 for Luton. Can't quite get there. One back by Bell, who came narrow from his wing-back spot. Campbell's got it for Luton, who are just having a bit more possession now. Onyedinma in a bit more of a attacking position now. And O'Brien, who started the game well for Huddersfield, gets in there. Picked up by Naismith, who drifts forward. Campbell, nice little feed through. And Panzu. Lansbury is in the box. Lansbury couldn't sort his feet out. Really nice vertical passing there by Luton. They're still on the attack. Here is Onyedinma down the right. Bree, nice little set. Lovely cross that. Decent header clear by Huddersfield. And Panzu tries to pop that one back inside. Luton just putting on a bit of pressure there for the first time in the game. Peanuts, welcome, sir. Good news for Fred, as if Thomas has no joy, Toffolo can start getting forward too as well. Absolutely. Double team there. Although they're trying to get the early switch on, so I'm sure Toffolo will be behind the ball a lot of the time. Won't he? Is there any chance of Fulham not getting automatic promotion? No, Tony. They literally need to lose virtually every game now between now and the end of the season. So I don't think so. Good start for Terriers. Bree has his work cut out. He needs some help from Fred Onyedinma, doesn't he? Well, Forest winless after 8 rounds. Yes, this is the story. The catch-22 for Forest fans is the Forest fans that tell me if we'd had Cooper, Ben, from the start of the season, we'd be in the top 2. My answer is you wouldn't have got him if you hadn't been for the first terrible 8 games and Houghton getting the sack. But you never know whether when those talks actually started. I'm sure Steve Cooper knows and Mr. Marianakis knows. We can only guess. Kelbourne, is the Championship relegation battle over? Boringly, I think it probably is, especially after the weekend that went very nicely for Reading, didn't it? Ben, you're probably the best guy to ask. Are there any neutral tickets for the Championship playoff down to the National League? I am always able to get a ticket for League One, James. It just depends whether if you were to get something like let me think who it could. If it was Sunderland versus, I don't know, pick another big team there, you might struggle. But I've always got tickets for League One. Good luck with the Championship is all I'll say. League 2 you'll get in, and National League. It's a big stadium. Bye Joe, he's off. My next stream will be tomorrow night. We'll be looking at the review show. What was the year of my first Ipswich shirt? 97, I think 97, 98, possibly. Here is Cornick driving forward down the left-hand side. Cornick tries to cut back, find his mate Adebayo. It wasn't a lot on there, and Adebayo couldn't find any space. Huddersfield cut it out and tried to counter. I think I would say Luton just edging it for the last 4 or 5 minutes. I think with Huddersfield having been the better side for the first couple, very low on efforts on goal. I think O'Brien, the only shot of the game really thus far. If Solihull Moors gets to Wembley, I tell you, I'll join you, James. I want to see Andrew Dallas of Solihull Moors. He always comes up on the Saturday Super Stream, doesn't he? Keep comments coming in, guys. The lifeblood of the show. Give us something to talk about. No goals so far in this one. Bit tense, bit nervous. Remember, if they draw, no one really loses anything. It's not kind of a must win for either. So I wonder if we do get up to 60, 65 minutes whether both managers will go, okay, take a point, back off. Dallas used to play for Cambridge. He always pops up, Luke, doesn't he? Always this season. Vindaloo, thanks for this stream. Is there a way to support your channel from Spain without super chats? You can join up on Patreon, Vindaloo. I'd rather hear about where you are in Spain. That sounds good fun to me. You can buy some merch as well. But there we go. I'll stop pimping my wares. Pippa knocks that one back into Nichols. And the Huddersfield keeper just floats that down the middle. I think it's Ward tried to chest it off to no one in particular. Onyedinma wins it back. Oh, and Panzu, feed, Adebayo, edge of the box. Adebayo, he's such a handful, isn't he? Tries to work Lee's there. Campbell nicks him, wins it back. Bell. It's poor from Bell. He has a good chance to stick the cross in there left-footed. Completely overhits that one. And it's wide-eyed, legless, high, and not very handsome. All of the above there. I just wondered whether Adebayo turned into trouble then. It was a good opening for him. You can see if Bell puts a... Let's be fair, it's going to be difficult, Cornick 1v1 in the air against Coyle, but you never know. A decent cross. John, I'll be down for Wrexham Bromley. Bromley have a 29. I wonder if Mick McCarthy will be there, John. He's a Bromley resident, isn't he? As often comes up. Here is Bell. Bell sticks the cross in to the near post. That one's easy for Nichols. Conditions are going to be quite hard for goalkeepers now. I think it's been raining for about the last 10 minutes or so. Dallas started at Rangers as a youth player. Oh, there we go. A potted history of Andrew Dallas. Should we put him on Mount Rushmore on the Super Stream, despite the fact he doesn't play in the top 3 tiers? Adebayo has been classed as he's been very good. Yeah, he's stepped up very, very nicely. We thought he was good last season, Adebayo, when he came from Walsall into the Championship, but you never can tell. Pre-season, new season, he's done very nicely. Good signing that by Luton. One of many. Off to Scotland for 4 days. I'll miss us playing Stoke, thank the Lord. Very nice. The ball's back with Nichols, 16 gone. Huddersfield 0, Luton 0. No goals, so keep your comments coming in. Have we got 100 likes yet? 83 likes. Woof. Hit that like button for us. See if we can get up to 100 likes. That would be tremendous. It just showed Huddersfield's average positions on Sky Sports. Sorba Thomas is like 15 metres ahead of everybody else. So you can see the very obvious ploy to get the ball early to Thomas behind Onyedinma in 1v1 with a Bree. As the League One expert, I will not claim to be the League One expert, James, but I'll try and answer your question. Do you rate Morecambe's chances to stay up? They've got the goal scorer, haven't they, in Cole Stockton, Morecambe. The only problem is people like going against people like Neil Harris with Gillingham down there. Fleetwood keep losing in the last minute as well. Wimbledon are in that very, very tight. They could do it. They could do it. And Panzu in deep midfield. I think he's played in virtually every league for Luton, hasn't he? Shrek the Deck, new subscriber. You're very, very welcome. Damn you, Sky. I've got BT Sport. Stay with us then, Saxon Celt. For this job, I'm afraid I have to have both. And I have 2 screens here. All part of the... Well, that's what I tell the missus anyway. Look, it's a business expense. I need to have BT and Sky Sports. But yeah, we're on Sky tonight. Coyle. Good press by Luton. That really hemmed him in. Cole's a good player, isn't he? Deals with that calmly. That's excellent from Huddersfield. Coyle steps out and he tries a big booming switchblade. Did he get caught there after the ball had gone? There's the difference. I'm applauding Coyle for that. Lewis O'Brien's just completely lit him up and shouted at him for not just feeding that simplistically into central midfield. Wimbledon haven't won since December. Eek. Yes, indeed. Changed the manager as well. I used to do dangerous goods by... What on earth is a dangerous goods by air course? Sounds interesting. Nowadays, you need Amazon too. Oh, don't worry. The missus gets Amazon. We have to have Amazon Prime for the 5 cardboard boxes that appear at my door on a daily basis. That's a good call. good luck getting a ticket for the League One player final if it is Sunderland and Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, driven from long range there by John Russell. He's miles out. That's the state of play in this game. There's a couple of long range shots. Adebayo's kind of tried to tip his way into the box. But yeah, we're talking about the League One playoff final. That would be the definition of two big clubs, and it hard to get a ticket. All of these top Big Six games, take the point, get out of there. Yes, and then that turns into the playoffs, doesn't it? League One getting harder and harder every year. Don't tell me that. Simon Jordan wants a Netflix subscription for the Premier League. We'll see. At the moment, they're just getting too much in TV rights, but you'd imagine they'll cut out the middleman at some point soon, won't you? Jack, hope so. I'm well. I'm very well, Jack. You're very welcome here too. Where would you sit for a neutral at Wembley? People will have a go at me if I answer that, James. I'm a Club Wembley guy. Get on that middle tier. I want to be up in the nosebleeds, do I? Let the real fans go behind the goals as well if it's a playoff final. Here is Pippa, Russell, Hog. Someone always types Dini every time I say Hog in the chat. Russell, O'Brien. 20-45 gone. 4th versus 5th in the Championship. Tense. I agree with the commenter who said these all top 6 clashes they are tense, aren't they? And yeah, especially the way the results have gone. And I'm repeating myself now, but yeah, just don't lose tonight. Might be in their heads. Here is O'Brien from Hogs Pass. O'Brien, Luton have definitely wised up to Sorba Thomas, and he's slipped inside now. Thomas, Russell. Luton, nice, good defensive shape there. Good passing by Huddersfield. Nice feet by Pippa, who tries a little clever dink through there. That would have been a Dennis Bergkamp-esque assist if that had gone through. I swear I can never escape that Dini moment. No, absolutely not. Were you there, Ant? I'd imagine that Ant was probably there. No, you're not accepting that one. Dini, bottom tier is by far the best atmosphere for an England game at Wembley. Yes. Yeah, I prefer to be sat down there. I watched England once. I can't remember who they were playing. One of the Eastern Bloc teams. England actually went behind, but felt like I was in a different gravitational stratosphere up the top there. Although, to be fair, the Derby Villa playoff final, I was up high, and that's a good atmosphere. I was in with the Villa fans for that one. Oh, slipped in. Chance on the near post. Sinani spins and shoots. Best chance of the game. Shea is behind it. And yeah, go figure. It was Sorba Thomas against Fred Onyedinma. Steps inside. It's just a little slip, actually, which allows him in. Sonny Bradley just slips beforehand. Decent positioning by Shea. I think Sinani would have liked to have gone across him into the far corner. Corner to Huddersfield, with Sky telling us they've scored the second most set-piece goals this season, and it goes. Big header cleared by Bradley again. O'Brien skips past his man. Good crossing position now. O'Brien's done really well into the box. Oh, what a chance. What a chance. Tom Lees heads wide, and I'll plead the 5th before I get another look. Should have scored. It's really good from O'Brien. Cornick dives in. It's poor from Cornick, but he's a striker. Nice little stand-up. Does that come off the defender? Maybe I need to give Tom Lees a break on that. Let's have another look. Oh, no, it does actually. Okay, I apologise to Tom Lees. That most definitely comes off. I couldn't see who it was in there. Another corner to Huddersfield, though. In it goes. Big header again by Bradley. Luton under pressure. Thomas volleys it back in, deflected. Oh, Shea. And it just falls into his arm. Shea gives it a smile. He was done with that deflection there. Luton withstanding the pressure there. Thomas volleys it in. Double deflection. Anywhere further over to Shea's left, and he is on his backside, and that drifts into the goal. It goes right in to his arms. Incredible. Little bit of luck there with that deflection. Woof. God, there's loads of comments coming. Let's try and answer a few of them. Wow. Could have gone anywhere, that deflection. I did Norwich Burnley yesterday. Double deflection flies right in the corner. Shea gets a bit of luck there. Maybe deserved it after the save in the build-up. Rotherham fans calling for Warren's head. Interesting. Couple of games in hand, haven't they, on MK? Spurs Fan Society. Don't worry, guys. Luton won't be going up. God won't allow it to happen. That is the words of the Spurs Fan Society, not me, but all a bit of banter, I'm sure. All good fun. England v Bulgaria. We were set at the top row of the top tier. Oof. I don't think I could have even got up there. Yeah, so there's the double deflection. It's Bradley again, actually. Got his head on everything. Deflects off. Then I think possibly Coyle will. And Coyle gets a bit lucky there, Shay, doesn't he? But, I mean, you would have said it would have been unlucky if it had deflected past him anyway. So, works both ways. Ewan. Has he got Hefele in there? Nice. If we didn't go up in the Plus, I think Carlos to be in for manager season. To say we were tipped by so many to go down. Ewan, I will hold my hand up. I tipped Huddersfield to finish 23rd. So Carlos has definitely proved me wrong. Very, very much so. He's done tremendous. Shea has been immense since Sluga got injured, stroke departed. Yeah. They've had trouble fixing up their keeper position, haven't they, Luton? Here comes Ward. Panzu gets back. Lansbury gets a footing. Cornick's comes short. Cornick's a good ball carrier, isn't he? Drives forward. Good run by Cornick, but he's tackled in the end. Russell finds O'Brien. He's one of those players, O'Brien, for Huddersfield, always available, always finds the space, doesn't he? Here is Bree. Now it's turned back over to Luton. Big diag. I think that's going out for a corner, but Nichols keeps it in. Worth. What's going on here? Spurs can stay in the Conference League and be quiet. I think Spurs might be getting in the Champions League at the moment, mightn't they? With those two forwards they've got. But there we go. I was working my Football 365 shift, and we had a letter from an Arsenal fan today. I was talking to Ben HD about it, actually. Arteta out, it was. He was the bee's knees about a month ago or something. Keep your comments coming in. Can anyone tell me which team has been on Sky the least in the match? It must be West Brom. West Brom are on Sky every 3 days, aren't they? Here is Adebayo. Oh, Adebayo's done well. Drives into the box. Excellent from Adebayo. Cuts it back. Campbell can't quite get there. Cleared by Huddersfield. Bell. And Panzu just slips, little step over. And Panzu slides it inside. Lansbury lets it run. Bree tries a little feed to Cornick. Knocks it off. Good play by Luton. Onyedinma. And Huddersfield, good defensive shape. I'll stick with this and go to your comments. Cross fired in, I think, by Naismith from that left centre-back position. Headed down, and it's going to be out for a throw-in. I think Blackpool have been on the least, have they? Interesting. I mean, look, you know the deal, don't you? Whoever draws the most eyeballs, makes the most ad revenue, is on the telly the most. So West Brom must get good ratings when West Brom are on. I don't have a pop at West Brom specifically, but I've done a few 0-0 draws of West Brom. Here's Campbell. Campbell to the edge of the box. Campbell, Adebayo, and it just managed to get a foot in there. Adebayo looks dangerous, doesn't he? Given away. Lansbury, Luton, good little 90 seconds of pressure here. Onyedinma into Mpanzu to Lansbury. Lansbury, little switch. Nathan Jones is a jack in the box in the technical box. Bell goes down, no foul, and here comes a Huddersfield counter. I think that's Sinani on the right. Nice little clip inside. Russell switches it out to Toffolo, and they'll be trying to get Thomas on the ball now any second. Here he is. And it's knocked back into central midfield. Sky always seem to select the worst footballing teams. Again, yeah, I think it's all about their ratings, isn't it? I'm going to stick up for whoever has to make the Sky choices, because there's probably somebody's job there to make those choices, and somebody will be standing there with a sheet of paper telling them which teams draw which ratings from the audience, etc. I'm sure many of us have worked jobs like that where there's no nuance. It's just, right, what is the biggest number? Do that. Nathan Jones kicks and it certainly does. I think Carlos Corberon does as well, looking at the both of them. Here is Sorba Thomas. Takes the free kick in, knocks it down. Shay, is this live or is there a slight delay? There'll be a tiny delay from the Sky feed, but I can do a timestamp. Shay, do let me know. Off to find some petrol. Don't worry, it's a jet. Oh, don't. Around Bedford, where I live, James. Couldn't get any diesel across the whole of the weekend, but thank you for joining us. West Brom must be on TV just for popularity. Why else would they be? Well, yes, quite. Yeah, quite. We'll do that timestamp. Who is that tonight? Is it referee Robinson? I have to say, we haven't mentioned him, which is always a good sign for a referee. It's Mpanzu just getting a little bit handsy with O'Brien. We've got 105 likes, guys. That is astonishingly good support. 31 minutes into this game. I wish I could repay your likes with some goals. And Mpanzu doesn't look good. He's sat down on his backside. He's pulled his sock down. And I think his knee's gone, actually. Cornick and Bree are just talking to him. Yeah, Nathan Jones has just waved a sub over. Let me have a look at the bench and see what the options are. Luke Berry, Snodgrass, maybe not. I'd imagine it'll be Berry who'll drop in there, in which case maybe Campbell will drop in as number 8 and Berry will play number 10 if Mpanzu is indeed going to be going off. The doctor is just having a word. It's the left knee. He goes to stand. Oh, he puts his weight on his right leg and his left knee goes. Interesting one there. I hope he's okay. They're in a good feel of that, but that could be a little tweak of the tendon. I'm no doctor. He's going to stand up, so he might be okay. No, he's not continuing, is he? Ouch. We wish Mpanzu well, but he looks screwed, poor guy. I went to see Luton play QPR a few weeks ago, and Mpanzu went off in that game, so he's having some struggles at the moment. Nathan Jones is having a big chat with Cal Naismith, and I assume we're going to get a change here in midfield. Adebayo and the Luton doctor are helping Mpanzu off, who looks to the heavens, poor fella. And we're going to have a substitution here. In fact, they lifted him off the pitch. So I'm assuming Luke Berry is going to come on in his place, unless Nathan Jones has got a more exotic solution for this one. It looks like it's going to be Snodgrass, actually. He just grabbed his shin pads. So it'll be interesting. They've gone for the experience of Snodgrass then over Berry here. Evening, Jay. Graham, don't need goals. 0-0, please. Can we agree to disagree on that one, Graham? I'd like some goals for my watch along, please. But I understand every Middlesbrough, Bournemouth, Forest, Sheffield United, Blackburn, Millwall fan wants this one to end level. Luton down to 10 at the moment. I think Snodgrass is about to come on for Mpanzu. Here is Toffolo down the left. Toffolo knocks it back to Thomas, who's been Huddersfield's main threat in this half, other than those that little flurry of set plays. Pippa. Sinani back to Pippa. Nice feet by the right back. That's going to be a corner conceded by Bell. And will Luton be able to make that substitution now? Yes, on comes the... How old is Snodgrass? Someone fact check me. I reckon he's 36. 36, 37? Is he? Hugely experienced player. Very good player. Played a lot of Premier League football. Snodgrass, obviously, getting on in years now. Corner, Huddersfield. In it goes. Headed clear. Recycle back in. Oh, he won the header there. I think it's Coyle. He's well marshalled, actually. It's decent marking by Luton. There's some fun guesses at Snodgrass's age here. Is he 34 or is he 35 or is he 47? Whichever way round, I need to say a great thank you to Lee, who's a bit of a channel legend, actually. Some wine money. Lee and I both do like to drink. Thank you, Lee, absolute legend, for putting up my rambles on the Patreon roundtables. Please, yeah, do get involved over on Patreon. Lee's a member and he comes on the roundtables, and proper blade is Lee. Oh, driven in by Cornick. Good save by Nichols there, as you can see by my slightly paddocky commentary of that. That came out of nowhere, just on your dimmer. Snodgrass, there's the quality. Cornick, good effort that. It's nice and early. It's right in the corner. It's good save by Nichols. In comes the cross from the left. Campbell is forward. So it does look like Snodgrass is going to play in that deeper position. Bell puts the cross in. O'Brien, who I like very much, gets the clearance. And Bradley, who would head bricks, wins it back. Here's Snodgrass back to Bell. Here is O'Brien. It's fouled by Campbell. I don't know why I keep putting them up. I'm gonna put another one up from Spurs Fan Society Group, who's trying his best to wind up all our lovely Luton friends here. Banned one thing Luton has won. And they win the Milk Cup in the 80s, Luton, and they got to final, didn't they? I can't remember. They've won the hearts and affections of lots of Championship fans this season, anyway. And lots of my subscribers support Luton as well, so I'll stand up for them. Snodgrass, player I always love to hate, but a quality player. Snods has real quality. We're sorry to see we didn't keep him at the Albion. Luton will score now. The Snod is on. Rich from a Spurs. I'm not getting involved, Oliver. I'm not getting involved. Right, so free kick to Luton. It looks like Snodgrass is going to take this one. Bradley has gone to the back post. And he's literally asking for it to just be floated in. He's not done as he's told there. Snodgrass tries to curl it in. And Huddersfield get it clear. There you go. Littlewoods Cup, 1988. Many moons ago, but a trophy nonetheless. Oh, there you go. Luton winning the League Cup that year, and Wimbledon winning the FA Cup. The crazy gang. Unbelievable scene. Spurs fans talking about winning things. Yes. I'm not getting involved in any of this. You lot can juke this out in the chat. I'm just happy with my FA Cup, UEFA Cup, and League title. That's me done. I can survive in any of these arguments being an Ipswich fan, but loving the banter in the chat. If you notice, Annie, I'm just whipping the thing off the grenade and throwing it back in. I'm not getting involved tonight. But while it's 0-0, I will stir the pot a little bit more. Always a good away day at the Kenny. Agreed. There you go. Lots of people remember Luton winning the League Cup. We've won more than who brought Watford into it, Sean. Poor old Watford fans. They've lost 9 home games on the trot. They need our empathy. Good old Watford. Could have Luton and Watford back in the same division next season. Let's Luton go up, Watford go down. There you go, chat. Have that. Who's winning the FA Cup then? I have to make Chelsea the favourites because we don't know who's going to win out of Luton, Liverpool and Man City this weekend. We're 40 minutes up in this one. Coyle just gets fouled there by, this is a bad one actually, by Lansbury. He's gone past him, just shoves him out of the way. Another chance for free kick to go in. Oh, Jay's mentioned Roy Wegley now. I love talking about Roy Wegley. Jack, gutted I can't go to Luton. Only 1,000 seats when in 20 minutes. Jack, you're going to be very disappointed in me. All free kick goes into the far post. I have a ticket for that game. We need to thank our friend Gavin on Patreon for hooking me up there. I'm sure I'll get loads of heat from the Luton fans for that. But I will be at the Kenny on Friday for Luton versus Forest. Check out my vlog of that. And then, very shortly after I'll be at the Kenny, I'll be hightailing it up to Pride Park. And then I'll be at Derby for Derby versus Fulham. We're just getting a slow-mo on that. Naismith, a little bit handsy with Coyle. Didn't look enough for a penalty, but Sky like to play these in super, super slow motion. Tom, Luton and Watford will definitely, there we go. He's gone in with capitals there, Tom. He's gone in two-footed. Liverpool for the Cup. Palace win. Palace is the neutral choice, isn't it? Stephen, I'm there on Good Friday. Stephen, I think you said you were going to buy me a pint, didn't you? I think we're in different stands, aren't we, actually? Here is Shay, closed down by Thomas. 41:35 on the clock. There's a Lars Elstrup mention. Unbelievable. On your dimmer, offside. And this is tight. Sky just plugging that game that who was talking about that there, Forest fan there? Jack. Always wanted to go to Kenny. Yeah, it's great. It's a good away day. Will you be doing the double playoff game vlogs? If I can get in there, Callum, yes, I will. I always get in trouble on fans' message boards and stuff, especially when I get tickets for a playoff game. They always call me out. What is this YouTube idiot doing in here when our fans can't get a ticket? But no, I'll try and be at all the playoff games. Yeah, we always manage to find a way in somehow, don't we? Here is Coyle who boots that clear, and Bree heads out and going to head off. Always remember, we've got to give Spurs fan group a right of reply here. If Luton went up, the league would find a way to keep them away from the Premier League. Don't think Luton could handle the stress of playing us and West Ham. Certainly be fun. I've got caught up in the police cordons there outside the ground at Luton a few times. Certainly be fun. Look, if they can survive the Millwall fans there, always a fun one between Luton and Millwall. I'm sure they can survive the West Ham fans. Adebayo. Good luck getting a ticket for the City ground. Yeah. I have a contact in mind, Sarjo. I may need to start tapping him up very, very soon, though. Across to the far post. Adebayo goes down. Recycle, though. Here is on your dimmer. Snodgrass. Snodgrass crosses in low. It's not a good ball, actually. And Huddersfield get it clear. Come on, you hatters, says FIFA Pro. Who's finishing second? I'm going for Forest. I'm a Forest fan. Well, at least he's admitted his bias there, Sean, hasn't he? Look, I still think I would be surprised if Bournemouth threw it away. But hey, direction of travel at the moment does have them swapping places. And Bournemouth do have a hard run. But come on, that would be a proper Devon lock if Bournemouth don't get second, wouldn't it? Incredible. Who's going to be in the playoffs? I can't answer questions like this, even though I've made about 5 videos on it. Now, what happened to Mpanzu? Well, I'm no doctor, but he put all his weight on his right leg as he got up, and his left knee seemed to give way, and he was feeling at the ligament there. Free kick in for Luton. Here is Bree, right side of the box. Done quite well there, has he? I thought Naismith had kept that in. No, he didn't. Think about some topics to talk about at halftime. We'll have a Q&A at halftime. I can't be bothered to play the CV game. Didn't Ben say the same of Rotherham when 12 points ahead? I did, and I'm right. It would be a hell of a mess up to be caught with 12 points. I still think Rotherham will be right. I'm going to Rotherham on Saturday, actually. Rotherham versus Ipswich. I'm giving away all my plans here. Lots of games at the weekend. Looking forward to it. As a Bournemouth fan, Oliver, can confirm we are something ourselves, despite what people say. Form momentum is everything come the end of the season. Agreed. Is there a date yet for Cherry Sweet? Yeah, I think it's like the third of... No, not third. Like the last... Between round 45 and round 46. That'd be a cracker, won't it? You love to see it. Big switch of play there. Looking for Thomas. Great touch by Thomas. Onyedinma. That's good. That's very good defending by Onyedinma. I've been questioning him in the first half, but that was excellent. 3rd of May. Thank you, Sam. Legend. I wonder if the person who wants the house with the away end in it can I be very pedantic, Mr. E? I happen to know the club owns that house. I think the Luton fans get fed up of everyone talking about it, but plenty of other houses down that road, put it that way. Was it Beach Street or something like that? I can't remember. Brook Street. I got stuck on it after that Luton QPR game in the police cordon. Annoying. Foul by Adebayo. I think that's going to be it for the first half. It is referee Robinson today, isn't it? He's about to blow the whistle, I think, for half time. Yes, indeed, he has done. Sorry, it's referee Eltringham, not referee Robinson. My bad. 0-0. Tense, guys. Tense. Not a lot in it. In terms of the actual chances, that little flurry of set plays from Huddersfield was the actual physical best chances in the game, and that deflected volley that could have just drifted past Shea, and he reached a hand out and grabbed it. But it's been a pretty even one, hasn't it? It's just tense, and it's just a proper don't lose tonight, isn't it? So, yes, those people who were calling the old 0-0, there may have been something in there. Let's have a look at the numbers. 50-50 on the possession, 1 shot apiece on target, no big chances gone down in there. Look at that, 247, 245 completed passes. Just nothing in it, absolutely nothing in it at all. As you can see there, Mpanzu out, Snodgrass in. We hope Mpanzu is okay. Looked like his left knee went, so hopefully that's not a bad ligament problem. And there is the state of play. So look at Forest goal difference. It's miles better, isn't it? What are they? Plus 25 and Huddersfield plus 12. And I think that's the comment to go to. Will Corberon and Jones both take a point? Probably at the start of the round, no. But with Bournemouth and Sheffield United drawing, okay, Forest run, and with Middlesbrough losing, I think they both would take a point now. Wouldn't they? As a Forest fan, 0-0 at full time would be perfect. Yeah, we know. We know all of the Forest fans, Middlesbrough fans, etc., want this one level. What's the halftime topic? Anything you want, Liam. Get your topics in, and we will have we'll have a little Q&A and talk about anything you want to see. Fell asleep watching that first. So we should have been on the stream then, Trent. You wouldn't have fallen asleep. The banter has been flying. Some Spurs fan has been trying to wind up everybody in the chat, which has been quite good fun, actually, to be fair. So any questions, get them in and we'll talk about anything you want. Bradley, I think we dropped into the playoffs. We wouldn't win the playoffs. That can happen, can't it? Although I will do chapter and verse talking about the playoffs. I'll do plenty of videos on that. It can happen to third place, but it doesn't happen very often at all. In the wild days of the 90s, yes, but certainly over the last 15 years or so, and I will do all the research, and I have done these videos before. Third place, well, the higher you finish in the table tends to be the better you do in the playoffs, but we will see. Keep your questions coming in. Long time I see. Yeah, Iain, welcome, my friend. First song you ever played live with your first band? God, I played in one of my teacher's back gardens. And do you know, it probably would have been a song that we wrote when we were like 15 or something. So it's probably terrible as well. But happy days, Sam. Sorry, let me just read this. Halftime feature, Ben's halftime masturbate. You love to see it. Let's hope they don't subtitle that on YouTube. By the way, get your questions in. Also, please hit the like button. Plenty of people watching. 120 likes. That is outstanding. See if you can get us up to 150 on the likes. And what's your current prediction for top 6 team to win the playoffs? So, look, I still think Fulham and Bournemouth will be the top 2. But Forest and Bournemouth is getting closer, isn't it? Playoff winner. I mean, it looks a hell of a lot like Forest at the moment. The only doubt I've got about Forest is going to run out. If they run out of intensity, I don't know. Will that happen? Not looking like it at the moment. So, yeah, Forest look like the hot hand at the moment. But, you know, Sheffield United, big club. Middlesbrough, big club. Could get a late flyer from someone else. Who knows? Who knows? Sean, happy with that as a Luton fan. Yeah, just don't lose, Sean. I think is the one today. John, talk about how bad Man United are. Man United are very bad, aren't they? And I think if you were to add up the money that they spend on salary and players, they may be the worst team in the universe because they've got some. What I think, I love some of the Man United players. I love Sancho for Dortmund and for England. Pogba was brilliant for Juventus. Ronaldo's one of the best of all time. And they just look absolutely rubbish, don't they? So there you go. Liam, did I hear Nigel Pearson interview? I didn't. Tell me what he said. Was it another fun one? Amy, my name's Reese. Then why does it say Amy? Interesting. Adrian, as Norwich are most likely going down, what next for them? Well, I was quite pleased when I heard the commentators say on the Norwich game on Sunday that they only had one loan player in. So they probably need a little bit of a reset. And they just got to hope that people that they bought this year, Cholis, Sargent, Rasica, all do well in the Championship. Else there'll be trouble there. Those guys need to step up. So, yeah, probably need a little bit of a reset, Norwich. But come on, they always score 90 points in the Championship, don't they? Is Neil Warnock the GOAT of Championship managers? In terms of promotions won, yes, he is, isn't he? Maybe other managers have had a better short period, but for longevity and promotions, you'd have to say he is, wouldn't you? But define GOAT. John, who would you back in a two-legged playoff affair, Millwall v either of these two? Well, that's a good question. And I suppose the fly in the ointment with Millwall is they're good defensively, aren't they? So you would say the away leg at Millwall would almost want to finish 6th or 5th and play that home leg first and try and get themselves in front to be able to be resolute in the second leg and play on the counter. It could be a hard tie. there's not much between any of them. You have to give the respect to Huddersfield and Luton. They're higher up in the table to say they would go in as favourites. But come on, Millwall in the playoffs wouldn't be easy for anybody. Talking about winding up, have you seen heard the Bournemouth chant mocking Reading, Pompey, Saints, and weirdly Reading? I have not, but I'd love to hear it. Tony, non-championship question: of Brentford safe? I think so, especially after this weekend as well. Watford and Burnley both losing. Keep your questions coming. I'll put that one to the chat. Mulu, who is winning the Champions League? Man City or Liverpool, probably, with my little England hat on. Maybe Bayern could kind of sneak through and nick it. Or Real Madrid are 3-1 up, aren't they? Come on, I'll go Man City or Liverpool. Manager of the year, these two right up there. Cooper, yeah, all of those would be worthy. I know people will get cross at me. You've got to give a shout to Marco Silva for the way Fulham have played. I know they've got good players and good resources, but they play really nice football as well. I don't think he'll win it, but he deserves to have a shout. First season, they've just bossed it. Yeah, Cooper, very good. Corberon, extremely good. Jones as well. I'm looking down the list. I like Robbins. He's done a good job at Coventry, hasn't he? Krissy I like at Blackpool, but they're slipping a little bit. So, yeah, you're right. It might well come from Forest, Huddersfield, or Luton, the manager of the year. Chris, Huddersfield's half best chance of scoring looks like being from a set play. Yes, they are good on set plays, aren't they? Indeed. Teen Mum Tamsin. First time on the channel. I'm an Everton fan. Who do you predict between us and probably Burnley to go down at Burnley after the weekend? I don't know. Are they really going to score 10, 11 points from the last 8 games? Probably not. Any more comments here? What else have we got? Tony, bit off topic, but thoughts on Ipswich spending 780,000 on agents' fees in League One and still not troubling the playoffs. I don't know whether is that meant to be a dig, Tony, or is that? Do you want me to answer it? Do you want me to answer it sensibly? Obviously, you know, you would like there to be a correlation between the amount of money you spend and how high you are up in the league. But look, it was a massive reset, and if they're not troubling the playoffs again next season, then what I will say is the tide is extremely high, so they could still score a lot of points and not get in the playoffs. But no, I don't know whether that's meant to be a dig at my club or what have you, but it's not something that particularly bothers me, to be honest. Steve, do you think Sinani will have a chance with Norwich next season based on his work with Huddersfield? No, I don't, Steve. I think Norwich either need to give Pookie 50 grand a week on his contract extension, which I think is what the deal is, or they'll bring someone over Sinani's head in. So, no, I'm not sure he will get in there. So maybe he's there for the purchase. Any other questions in here in the chat? Will West Brom appoint Liam Manning in the summer? Liam Manning's obviously done very well with MK, hasn't he, Rob? No, I think Ron Gourlay is all in on Steve Bruce for the time being, isn't he? So, no, I suspect unless he's scored less than 1 point per game by the October international break, Steve Bruce will likely be the West Brom manager by October. Keep your questions coming in. Let's get a like update. 129 likes. Hit that like button. Woof. Hit it. Who would make the championship manager Mount Ruddock? Oh, God, that's a good question. Well, definitely Warnock, who was mentioned earlier. God, who's got 2 promotions? Jukanovic has got 2 promotions, hasn't he? McCarthy, I think, has got 2 promotions. Has Houghton got 2? Brighton and Newcastle. Prior to his Nottingham Forest shambles, Houghton would have, because he sheer amount of points he got with Newcastle and Birmingham, and but he's kind of ruined it a little bit then. Who else would be on there? I'm trying to think. Definitely those few, though. Warnock, McCarthy, etc. They're kind of fatally flawed, though, because you think they'd have got a chance at the higher level rather than keep coming back down. Who's going to win the Premier League? I think Manchester City will, Eugene. I just fancy their running ever so slightly. Have I ever been stuck in a lift before? No. God, imagine being stuck in a lift with me. Awful that would be, wouldn't it? Wenlock, do you think the teams going down from the Premier League are better than the teams getting promoted from the Champ? So let's assume Fulham, Bournemouth, let's just assume the top three go up. Fulham, Bournemouth and Forest. Coming down would be, at the moment, Norwich, Burnley and Watford. No, they're not better, are they? Because the teams that tend to do well in the Premier League straight up from the Championship are the ones that have built for a couple of years. And Bournemouth, okay, they've had one season with Scott Parker. Forest, Cooper in there, and he's just gone like the clappers. And there's a few good loan players there as well. So the first team's by no means settled, is it, for next season? And Fulham, well, who knows what Fulham are going to do. So, no. I think teams coming down would be better than the ones that are in the top three at the moment. Not to say that they'll definitely be the ones going up. No more shouts for Rooney for Manager of the Year anymore. Well, Rooney's done his best, hasn't he? But it's very binary that. If Darby go down, and of course he's not the Manager of the Year, no. But if Darby were anywhere near survival, he would have been in with a shout. I don't know whether that's a diggy question towards Rooney or a genuine one there. Simon, do you think we can get Ballard back again next year? Will he go to a bigger team? No, I think you can get him back next year. Alex, think of what's his name who went to Palace. Guay did 2 years, didn't he, at Swansea before going on? So yeah, I think it can happen. What else have we got? Cameron, legend, in the chat for second half. Welcome. Go and check out Cameron's a northwest sort of Merseyside based vlogger up there. Go and check him out. Jake, Forest fan, feeling confident for Luton with that first half showing. Oh, what, the weekend? I'm there, Jake. Looking forward to it. Liam, just joined. Looks pretty in the balance. Has any team been better? Not really. No, it's been very, very even. Huddersfield came the closest, but it was very much a deflected shot that could have kind of snuck in there. Adam, bold prediction, Forest to win promotion away at Bournemouth. Oh, so they would need to have a 4-point lead then going into the last game. Hey, could happen. Could happen. Beej, thoughts on Blackburn's chances? We've got the easiest schedule of the playoff stage. That's true, isn't it? We haven't been squeezing 40 points. We're improving again. I don't know, Beej. I just think they've dropped off too far, haven't they? You never know. You're right. The fixtures, and we did a video on this, didn't we? In terms of the average opponent position. But we all know if you're not in form and you're not scoring, and they've got to get Dak and Brereton, Diaz moving themselves. So, yeah, I think Blackburn might have already come a cropper. Will Wigan win League One, says Sean. By the way, players are out. We'll do a couple more questions. Yes, I think they will, actually. They've got the games in hand, and Rotherham have had a bit of a slip, although Rotherham have got nice guaranteed 3 points against Ipswich at the weekend, haven't they? Goodness me, loads and loads of questions. Absolutely outstanding stuff. Thank you. Apologies if I hadn't read them all out. Have I got time to do a couple more? Nigel Pitt, is this 2 promotions? Bruce, yeah, Farker. Yeah, they'd all be in with a shout. I think doing it at more than one club has good value for me as well. If you were the commentary board and had to sell one of Hamer, O'Hare or Gyökeres, who would it be and why? It'd probably be Hamer, because it would raise the most money, I think, and you could sell to Europe and make a small fortune possibly, and still keep a lot of threat with O'Hare as your 10 and Gyökeres as your 9. Any more for any more? Do you think Ince might be the right man to take the Reading job? Well, he's proved quite a few people wrong, Mr. E, hasn't he? A lot of suspicion about Paul Ince, but he's got one job to keep them up, and it looks like he's done it already, frankly. Doesn't it? How big a disadvantage is the 5-sub Premier League rule for promoted teams? Probably makes things a little bit worse. I mean, Ralph, it's already very, very hard for promoted teams in the Premier League anyway. So, yes. But you would think 5-sub rule, the bigger and better your squad is, the more that helps you. Right, thank you for all of your questions. Absolutely tremendous stuff in the chat. We're about to kick off the second half of Huddersfield 0, Luton 0. Give some goals, please. That would be lovely. We are off. I'm watching on Sky Sports Football HD Live. If you're watching on Sky Go or Now TV, you probably might be behind, so you might want to pause me. But I'll give you a timestamp, and you can. I'll tell you when we reach a certain minute, and you can wait till that pops up on your TV and pause me, and then hit play again when you reach that time. And go figure, we should be in the same place, everybody. Do hit that like button. We have got 143 likes. Outstanding. So if you can get us up to 150, that would be tremendous support. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the questions during half-time. Keep topics coming. Here's Bree, crosses in from the right. Half cleared. Edge of the box was Snodgrass. Oh, it's going to break here for Cornick. Cornick puts it across low, deflected. Oh, danger. It's going to come back for Cornick. Cornick misses his kick. Cornick knocks it back to Bree. Bree, nice looking cross to the near post. Oh, goodness me, Adebayo threw himself at it on the far post, and Luton come closer in the first 70 seconds of the second half than they did the entire first half. Cornick drove it across. It got deflected. Could have gone anywhere. He then misses his kick. It's a lovely cross, I think, from Bree. And Adebayo, he doesn't gamble, does he? He just checks his run. He thinks he's going to get cleared. And if he just gambles that the defenders are going to miss that, he heads that in from on the goal line there. We've been full of praise for Adebayo. Could he have had his spidey senses go in there and just gambled? And he heads that in on the back post, doesn't he? Best chance of the game for Luton. But here comes Thomas down the left for Huddersfield. Great start to the second half. And it's a corner for Huddersfield. He's closed down. Luton go as close as they've come during the game. And Huddersfield streak down the other end of the pitch on a counter. And had a good chance. An opening there of their own. Thomas again trying that outside of the right foot type cross. Nicely shaded and blocked out for the corner. It was Naismith. Good cover there. He just cut off the angle for the cross. Someone was down. I think it might have been Snodgrass, actually. No, it's Lansbury. Oh, I think they're doing the concussion protocol, actually. So I hope he is okay. Yeah, they're just checking. I don't know if he's had a whack in the face, a bang on the head. I'm going to go to some comments. It looks like Danny Hilton's getting ready, actually. There's two of them on the bench there getting ready. Luke Berry and Danny. Oh, no, Hilton's putting his training top back on. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Could be a second Luton central midfielder going out of the game here. And Panzu stepped out earlier. Although this could be a concussion sub. He looks very groggy, Lansbury. Hopefully he's okay. To be honest, I'm not bothered if Sky don't show me a replay because I don't like to see a super slow motion of someone getting smashed in the head if that's indeed what happened. Is he getting up? Nathan, game is such a close match. Going to take something special or a mistake to open it up. Yep, can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. Odds on this ending 0-0. Well, it's a good thing you've asked and point the wrong way because while Henry Lansbury is getting his concussion protocol, let's check in with our friends at Betfair because they'll give you a far better answer than I will about the odds on this game ending 0-0. So, usual warnings on gambling, guys. Please be sensible. Gamble responsibly. Do you know what? I'm just going to wait for this corner. Luton down to 10 temporarily. And Sorba Thomas is going to take the corner right footed. Huddersfield doing that normal ploy of putting everyone behind the far post. And it comes to the near post. Easy header cleared by Elijah Adebayo. Thomas whips it in again. Bradley heads clear. O'Brien kind of karate kicks it back in. Luton clear their lines. Let me just check in with Betfair again, who are our partners along with Football 365 for all of our live watch-alongs. So Huddersfield 2-1 to win this one. Luton 16-5. I think you're talking about next goal. So under 0.5 is 2-1 on. No goals in the game. 6-4. Why are they different odds? I wonder. It's exactly the same thing. But hey, whichever one you want to take, go and head over to Betfair, BigGambleAware.org, 18 plus only, please gamble responsibly. Time sync opportunity, Lim. I've just missed one. You just literally went past 50 minutes. My bad. Luton still haven't made that substitution as Onyedinma comes down the right. I think Cornick's just back. Or is he going to drop back into central midfield? I don't know. Has Lansbury kept going? He has. O'Brien just walked past him quite easily, so maybe they're just keeping an eye on Lansbury. He just shook his head. I don't know whether he's right or not. He didn't make the best attempt there at stopping Lewis O'Brien. Apologies if we get in bad connection at the moment. If I look like a Minecraft character, don't worry. It normally figures itself out. But I can go to the small screen if we need to. I think we're okay. However frustrating it is for you, multiply that by 50. For me, right, here's Lansbury. Okay. 6-yard pass completed there. Bree pings that one into the channel. Adebayo's done well. Good strength. He just can't get it under. There's been a couple of moments for Adebayo where just needed to sort his feet. Magic sponge for Lansbury. Did it work out? Hopefully it's okay in all seriousness. Right, must do a timestamp. We're going to be at 52 minutes in about 13 seconds. So I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. And if you're way behind me, give me a pause and line yourself up. So we're going to be at 52 in 3, 2, 1. Sync. Get yourself lined up. Watch in real time. Guys, we are 3 likes off 150. Hit that thumbs up button. Help us reach that milestone. And also, the more you press like, the more YouTube recommends us to other Championship fans. Here's Onyedinma, puts a cross in. A few Luton fans had a handball shout there behind the goal. I think Coyle was on the cover. He looks as calm as anything, so I assume... where's it hit? I think he's got his arm out the way there. Looked all right to me. Camera goes on. Referee Eltringham. I'm sure Sky will show us about another 5 replays of that anyway, especially in the absence of any goals. Hogg back to Coyle. Back to Hogg. Back to Nichols. Square root of nowhere they've got with that goal kick. So Nichols just pings it out long. Ward gets the flick on, and Bree on the cover just shanks that one with his left foot across the pitch to no one in particular. A bit messy that, and Bell concedes the throw. Keep your comments coming. Keep your thoughts coming on this one here. Huddersfield 0. Luton 0. It's back with Nichols again. Just a reminder, it's as you were if this one ends a draw. Obviously, they started the weekend 3rd and 4th. Forest have gone by, but a draw will keep them both. You can see there, Huddersfield and Luton in 3rd and 4th position. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Super Stream. I don't often ask, but hit that subscribe button and you get more views, more opportunities to see stuff that we put down the channel here. O'Brien chasing down the left wing with Bradley. Bradley foul him? Bradley doesn't think so, but I think O'Brien has won the foul. I'm going to plead the fifth on that and wait for the replay. Let's have a look. Yes, foul, isn't it? Both hands round, pull of the shirt. It's pretty silly from Bradley. Actually, and it's going to be a free kick to Huddersfield. And we know they are good on the set plays. Thank you for that little splurge of likes. 156. Outstanding. Don't stop there, though. Get us up to 200. I'll stop. Don't worry. So Huddersfield free kick from the left. It's going to be swung in by Sorba Thomas with the right foot. In it comes from Thomas. Oh, he was free on the near post there. Russell missed his header, and it's driven in by Sinani from the edge of the box. Right down the throat of the keeper. Sinani seems to be walking across to the corner flag, so must have taken a deflection. Oh, Russell has got to get the head on that. I think, does Naismith get in the way? Yes, he does. And he may have saved his keeper there because that was travelling. Huddersfield, very dangerous from the set plays. It was probably Russell had the better chance on the near post. He doesn't get anything on the header and he was so close in. Here comes Sinani with the cross. Lansbury, bless him, who... Is he? Oh, he's got to come off, Lansbury. Oh, come on. Don't keep playing, mate. Oh, God. He's holding his neck. He's got to come off. They tried to keep him playing. The poor guy is not right at all. He hasn't been right for the last 5 minutes. And he's just dived towards the near post. It's not nice to watch, actually, and heads that one away. I think he's playing on pure adrenaline. That's obviously jarred his neck again. And I know better than most about having neck problems. Oh, he's concussed. He's so obviously concussed. It's not funny. His eyes don't look right. Not good. Take him off. Do the right thing, for goodness sakes. Lansbury is again down, face flat in the pitch like he was a few minutes ago. And with hindsight, it's very easy to say, but he shouldn't have continued, should he? They're getting Luke Berry ready now, I think. Oh, sorry, it's Dan Potts is about to come on for Luton. So I'm actually be interested to see Potts as fullback, isn't he? So I don't know. Does Onyedinma move further forward? Campbell drops back into central midfield. I don't know. We'll see what they do in terms of the substitution. So Potts is going to come on. Lansbury, who looks so groggy and not with it at all. Poor guy. We'll figure out what Nathan Jones is doing with the shape in a sec when Sky gives us a wide shot of the pitch. Do you read comments? Hopefully that's answered that question. I think 1-0 to Huddersfield now. Oh, here is Russell. Oh, he's looped that one into the corner. And Huddersfield take the lead just from a throw-in in from the right-hand side. And Russell just looped the half volley in over Shea's head. Shea can't do anything about it. And it just went in slow motion and dropped into the corner. Oh, goodness me. They just made the sub. Potts came on. And Russell, he's a big bloke, but that was a really delicate finish. They just don't pick him up from the throw-in. And if he means to put that exactly where he's put that, that's a really good goal. Nice little bit of swing on it as it's bending around. Let's see. I think he does mean to put that there, doesn't he? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And we need to say that's a really good finish from Russell. Just kind of cushion half volley. And look, Shea's completely done. It's sailing over his head and he stops. He's like, I'm not getting that. Just drops into the far corner. Huddersfield 1, Luton 0. Get your thoughts in on the goal. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication. Potts had literally just come on and the throw-in goes in and they let Russell go. And whether if they'd been, even 5 minutes, 10 minutes together in that position there, was just tossed, I think, over into the area where Potts was occupied. I'm not blaming him, but I'm just saying the communication may not have quite been there. But Russell gives Huddersfield the lead. And it's a nice big no to all the 0-0 doubters. There we go. And Huddersfield is so good. Back up to third. Yes, I will repeat. I had them 23rd in my pre-season predictions. So they've proved me well and truly wrong. As things stand, they will be third. And Luton will stay where they are in fifth. Remember, Sheffield United drew this midweek below them. We'll get your comments in just a sec. Luton trying to hit back. Floated in, looking for Adebayo. Wins it on the back post. Can't direct the header. Right. Let's get some comments in here. Nice one, Huddersfield. Some finish that. I guess Luton aren't finishing the playoffs. Well, one swallowed. Do not make a summer. Awful goalkeeping position and defending. I give the goal personally. I'll give the goalkeeper a pass, Steve. I agree on the defending. You can't just have a throw in and let someone walk into the box. But the keeper is grossly exposed by his defence. Just literally a throw in, and Russell just literally turns around and runs in. So I agree with the second bit very much. So you got a goal, achievement unlocked. There we go. I did that. How did the keeper just watch that? Well, he knew he wasn't getting it, didn't he? To be fair. I don't think you're alone. I had them 23rd as well. Well, there you go. Liam, hello. It's been a while. Welcome along, Liam. I'll take that. David and Amir. I had Borough 5th and Forest 6th. I looked an idiot early in the season. Please make me look a genius. There we go. Where did I have Forest? I had Forest 13th. So I'm going to be very wrong about that. When did I have Borough? 8th. Where are Borough at the moment? I think it might be 8th, actually. So, hey, look, if I get one right, I'll be happy. In fact, I had Fulham first, so I think I'm definitely going to get one right. Here is on your dimmer. Nice crossbar on your dimmer. Blocked out, I think it was Hogg back covering the central midfielder. Our game against Huddersfield on Monday will be very interesting. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Russ, welcome. What's occurring? Huddersfield have just taken the lead. If Luton substituted Lansbury when they should have done, they don't concede that. Maybe so. Maybe so, indeed. I mean, it's easy to speak with hindsight, but Lansbury definitely wasn't right. We now know after the fact. And, yep, if buts and maybes, you might be right. Oh, nice clip in there looking for Bell. Good defending by Pippa and Sorbert Thomas. Flips that over. Some weeks back on the Super Stream, I think you said you met Cluffy. There is a video of that. So if you type in Benjamin Bloom, Brian Clough in YouTube, you can see my story of meeting the great, legendary Brian Clough. He didn't call me young man. Young man. Alistair, does Huddersfield deserve the lead? Not watching the game. I mean, they don't not deserve the lead. It's been tight, put it that way. It's a very, very tight game, this one. Not much in it. It's a good finish, though. But as I think Stephen, who said in the chat, very slack defending there straight after a substitution from a throw-in, and they got punished. Ewan, we've managed to keep the clean sheets this season. Well, a clean sheet now, and Huddersfield are definitely heading third. Yeah, so I don't want to pile in on poor old Potts because Snodgrass goes short, and I think Snodgrass is just looking to pass Russell on. And to be fair, Potts does just stand still. He's literally, to be fair to him, I'm trying to be as balanced as I can here, literally just run onto the pitch. So maybe he was just not quite heading the game, not quite ready. And it's been that type of tense, fine margins game. That could be the difference, couldn't it? Someone said in the chat, it'll be a mistake or a long range, really good goal or something. like that. So maybe that's the fine margins today, just switching off when a substitution's made from a throw-in, and that's all it takes. Anyway, Luton trying to get back in. Adebayo, nice little header on. Here is the aforementioned Potts. Hit the like button, guys. 164. I wonder if we can get to 200. I'll be so chuffed with that. 25 minutes to go. Here's Campbell. Floated in there looking for Cornick. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm going to second guess Nathan Jones here. I'm not sure. I don't know if they said on Sky whether it was a concussion sub. They still have one sub left, Luton, if that is the case. And I was just looking at Cornick then and thinking, would he freshen it up top? Obviously, Danny Hilton, he's played 10 and obviously can play up top. Admiral Musgrave as well. That might be interesting way to go. Just, big, powerful centre forward on there. I miss Lee Nichols so much, says Liam. Just a look at my predictions. I'm only going to get one. Well, could still change, Annie, hey? It's been tight. I think Huddersfield have had the better chances. Edged it ever so slightly. I don't disagree with that, Bungalow. I don't disagree. But it's tight. Come on. It is a real tight, tense end of season 4th versus 5th one here. Bradley. Naismith. So, sorry, I hadn't spotted that. Naismith. In fact, I was supposed to do the team check. Naismith seems to be playing right centre-back now. Potts is playing left centre-back. That was poked over the top. So Bree has gone to wing-back. So, yeah, we did suggest Onyedinma would find his way forward. So Campbell has been brought back from the number 10 spot. And to be honest, it looks like Onyedinma is playing front right. So it's more a 3-4-3, but Onyedinma has basically moved from right wing back now to right wing. There is Bree back on the cover. Here's Potts. Ray, am I impressed with Huddersfield? Got compared with last year? God, very much so. I was one of the people who thought, I think a lot of Huddersfield fans thought this, last season, if the season had gone 5 or 10 games longer, Huddersfield were only going in one direction, weren't they? Sarge, I think Luton will get a goal back. Going to be a different type of game, Luton v Forest. Well, they all are. You just have to adapt. Once again, I will be at the Kenny for Luton versus Forest this week or this Friday. And I will also, that very night, be at Darby versus Fulham. So looking forward to a 2-game day. You love to see it. Since the Huddersfield goal, Sky Sports are telling us Luton have had 73% possession. Good response. Oh, penalty shout here. Referee Eltringham, I think he's given it. He has given it. It's a penalty to Luton. He had a good think. Little clip over the top. Daniel Sinani has been penalised. James Bree made the run in. I'm going to wait until I see the replay. Penalty given. Little clip over the top. I've seen one replay. I'm going to wait until I've seen it again. Here'll be a good view. Ugh. I'm not even commenting on that. So the arm comes out from Sinani. I suppose you can't bring your arms out in the box, can you? I think it's a case of Bree is clever there. And it's a penalty to Luton, which Elijah Adebayo is going to take. 69 on the clock. Huddersfield just took the lead. Mark says, clip the heel. Well, I don't think that was why it was given. I mean, players can just run into each other. I think it'll be the arm. Right, Adebayo, right foot. It looks like a 4-step run-up. Here comes Elijah Adebayo. He's missed. Oh, dear. And he's completely missed the target as well. And now we've got a Royal Rumble occurring. Lewis O'Brien is down. Robert Snodgrass is going mental. Sorba Thomas is being ushered away. I say ushered away. Someone's got his arm around his neck there. I think Cal Naismith was at the centre of it, if I saw it correctly. And referee Eltringham goes to his pocket. We're about to see a card. It's a yellow card for Cal Naismith. It's all got very, very tense, very, very quickly. Fred Onyedinma has been booked as well. Referee Eltringham is looking for somebody else who's about to get a yellow card. Naismith and O'Brien are having a good old yell at each other. The upshot of this is Adebayo misses the penalty for Luton. We haven't even seen a replay yet. Sorry, another yellow card has just come out, and I don't know who it got brandished at. And hopefully Sky will show us a replay of that. Amari, well, Sky have said Fred Onyedinma yellow card while showing us a picture of Amari Bell. Sorba Thomas has apparently also been booked. And Elijah Adebayo looks like he's seen a ghost. It's just a bad penalty. He's completely missed the target by probably a foot. And, Naismith is really lucky not to have been red carded there. Lewis O'Brien is shahhousing and giving some stick to Adebayo. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. He doesn't miss by a foot. It clips the post and then flips away. My bad. But Naismith comes right in and shoves O'Brien over. Normally, I think the word in the laws is strike. He doesn't strike him. He does push him. So maybe the yellow card is the right call by referee Eltringham. To be fair, who had to stay really, really calm there. Goodness me. Wow, justice. I think there was a soft penalty. Nathan Jones looks very, very unhappy. Adebayo having a shocker today. Well, to be fair to him, I've done him wrong there by saying he missed by a foot. He didn't. It does clip the bottom of the post there. But what a chance for Luton. I wasn't certain on the penalty, but I'm by no means saying definitely either way. Very much a grey area there. I suppose it doesn't matter now. It's been missed. I think the penalty was given from what I can see for the arm across by Brill. I think Mark was pointing out they do clip heels. I don't think you can give a penalty for that. I think they just ran into each other. I do think it's the arm out by Sinani to impede James Bree. I do think Bree's clever, though, in winning the penalty. It doesn't matter. Elijah Adebayo missed from the spot. And Nathan Jones is chewing away at his nails. And it stays 1-0. So much for a boring nil. There you go, Purple Bungalow. Elijah. Well, just clips the bottom of the post, doesn't he, Stephen? And what a chance missed for Luton. Thomas floats the free kick in, and it's easily gathered by Nichols. Unbelievable. Keep your comments coming in on that. So let me just run through all of this action again. Lansbury, we think, should have gone off after about 53 minutes. Played on for another 5 minutes, seemingly concussed. He then gets substituted. Potts comes on. Huddersfield throw the ball in, and he's not switched on, and Russell scores. Then, that was on 59. Then, sort of 11 minutes later, Luton have been pushing, I have to say, since the goal. They get themselves a penalty. I'm not sure. I'm definitely not in either camp. It's very grey area, that penalty. It's not either definitely is or definitely isn't, I don't think. Oh, in comes across the near post looking for Cornick. And to be fair to Luton, they are going for this now. Adebayo misses the penalty. Then we get proper Royal Rumble. O'Brien is shahhousing in Adebayo's ear. Naismith comes in, gives him a big shove. 4 players, I think, gets booked. Incredible. And now it's a corner to Luton, which Snodgrass is going to take. They do look the more likely at the moment, Luton, but they've only got 16 minutes normal time. And referee Eltring is nice and needly now. I know you guys like it when it gets a little bit facky, feisty. Lee, welcome. The Jamie Vardy lookalike. In comes the corner to the near post. Superman punch from Nichols, headed by Bree, back in. Worth. Now, can anybody get on the IFAB website in terms of encroachment? If the penalty's missed and he doesn't hit the target at all, I don't think encroachment comes into it. Does it? Can someone check the IFAB website on that? I think you only get encroachment now if an advantage is gained from it. Possibly. I don't know. I remember reading that early in the season. Here is Bradley, 75-45 on the clock. Still expecting an attacking substitution from Luton at some point. We were talking about that just before the penalty was given, whether Musquet or perhaps Hilton was going to come on. Superman punches, WrestleMania again. He comes out with two hands like that. Not punching anybody other than the ball. Here comes Dwayne Holmes. Daniel Sinani, who conceded that penalty, is coming off. So I assume Holmes will just play down the right-hand side where Sinani was going to play. Nichols is having a good season. I rate Iverson too. Absolutely. There's some good goalies in the Championship. I never get into the comparisons, but here comes O'Brien inside right. O'Brien into the box. He wants it on his left. Comes inside, knocks it to Russell, the goal scorer. Russell Paul can't get it out of his feet, and it's handed back to Luton. And here comes Campbell. Campbell, was he fouled or had the ball already ran away? The ball, according to referee Eltringham, had already run away. As the clock ticks down, let me just bring you that live league table again. So as things stand, Huddersfield are going back above Forest onto 69. Forest will stay on 67, obviously. Luton will stay on 65. We knew what the situation was pre-game. Only, I think, a 3-goal win for Huddersfield, and Luton would then drop, I think, below Sheffield United. Well, I'm not sure on the head-to-head now. I've mentioned that. I'm assuming a 2-goal victory won't be enough. Iain, we've had Iverson and Ruddock in recent years up at Rotherham. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, indeed. We'll always we all run into each other in the end, don't we? Guidelines to referees only to penalise encroachment if the player encroaching directly affects play. Yeah, so I think you're looking at it if it's saved and the encroacher either scores or clears the ball or what have you. Oh, thanks, Annie. So Blades have got the head-to-head on Luton. I don't even know when it comes in. Is it after goal difference? Or after goals scored? I don't know. Need someone thumbing through the old law books for me. Here's Naismith. Naismith slides that forward. Adebayo into the box. You're going to get there first. Oh, good strength by Adebayo. Adebayo, good feet. Oh, he knocks it back. Snodgrass, I think. Was that closed down? It wasn't. Snodgrass just loops it up and over the bar. Really good play by Adebayo, who, yes, we're going to remember the penalty, but they have been afraid of him when he's got on the ball in the box. After goals scored. So what we go goal difference, goals scored, and then head-to-head. Okay, let me work this out then. So, yeah, it would take a 3-goal defeat for Sheffield United to be above Luton because Luton have scored more goals. If that's all correct. I'll do me reading up on this before we get to the end of the season, I promise. Here is Pippa. the right back. Nice little step inside Bell. Pippa does well. O'Brien. Toffolo. Inside to Hogg. Russell. Holmes, first touch for him, I think. Pippa back to Hogg. And Huddersfield just taking the sting out of Luton, who've been the better side since they went behind. Thomas. Holmes' little knockoff. Foul by Campbell? No. Campbell wins it fairly for Luton. Given away. And that one surely is a foul this time, isn't it? Nathan Jones is furious with that one, but Campbell didn't get penalised for the first one. He does get penalised for the second one. He just catches Toffolo, doesn't he? I think in those instances, it's more the accumulation of the player going in for two quick tackles. So that attacking substitution has now happened. Harry Cornick out and Danny Hilton, not Admiral Musgrave, in. So Hilton in for Cornick. Very good question, Iain. No super stream this weekend until Monday. I'm going to be vlogging on Friday and Saturday. Here's Thomas into the box. Thomas, big chance, and he's missed it. Tight angle for Sorba Thomas. I think it might have even gone out for throw-in the end. And was he onside? Again, just straight from a set play. He's definitely onside. And yeah, has gone out for a throw-in. Really good chance that. It's one of those where he needs to kind of go through the keeper, through the legs, or, you know, just blast it through him. But interesting. Can Fulham go up on... Let's not start all this. I think they can, can't they? So if Forest were to lose to Luton on Saturday, their maximum upside would be 85 points. So if Fulham were to then win, they would be on 86. So, in fact, if Forest were to draw, their maximum upside would also then be 18 points, 86. So, no, it needs to be defeat. Else we'll still have a goal difference thing going on, won't we? But yes, in short, if Forest lose at Luton at the weekend and Fulham beat Derby, Fulham would be promoted. Off comes Danny Ward, and if you ever wanted to see a defensive substitution, this is it. Danny Ward, the number 9 out. Naby Sarr, a huge centre-back, is coming on. So we'll see what strategy Corberon's going to use, but that smells like a defensive-minded substitution to me. Nathan Jones knows that Hilton's worth a goal. Let's see. Yeah, he's certainly wily enough to get one if he gets the chance. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. It's been a real good laugh. Some good banter in the chat as well. We should probably say thank you to that Spurs fan for trying to wind everybody up as well. 172 likes. If you're watching right now, do hit the like button. See if you can get us up to 200 likes. Naby Sarr, former Charlton. Yes. Very much so. A Lee Bowyer guy. Here is Danny Hilton in the box. Hilton puts it in. Oh, that was going through to Snodgrass. Just intercepted. Immediate impact by Danny Hilton. Good defending. I think it was Sarr, actually. Straight away. In it goes back into the box. Oh, and Sarr gets in the keeper's way there. I'll stop praising him. Could have gone through to, I think Adebayo's on the back post. And they've stuck an extra defender in. He was in the way in the right place for the first instance. There, he's taken that right off Nichols. And very similar to when Luton made the sub to bring Potts on. You just need a minute to settle everything down and stabilise. Corner for Luton. Adebayo's just trying to stand on Nichols. Hilton's in the 6-yard box. There must be, I'm not joking, 18 players in the 6-yard box with Naismith and Toffolo right on the edge. I think this is going under the bar, everybody. Bree. No, he's fooled all of us. Sticks it to the back post. The old Millwall Jake Cooper corner, that one. They've got it clear, though. Snodgrass knocks it back into Bell. Bell steps past Holmes. Bell. Oh, he's seen his name in lights. He hits the shot. Not bad effort. I'm sure there'll be a few Luton players thinking, come on, just get it in the mixer. But he actually cuts inside. He's probably, 25 yards out? Maybe a little bit closer. Strikes it low. Oh, no, actually, I'm wrong about that one as well. He's missed that by quite a bit. Probably should have gone in the box. John, Naby Sarr scored one of the best player phone goals you'll ever see for Charlton a few years back. Funny you should say that. I was at the game, but I was looking down right and stuff, and all of a sudden the ball was in the net. So I kind of saw it, but I kind of didn't see it as well. But yes, I was there for that Naby Sarr own goal in the playoff final. 2019, May 2019, was it? Charlton v Sunderland. Stephen, you absolute legend. Thank you so much. Now, just a quick reminder, Stephen's son, Luca, who is suffering from a disability, is our fan sponsor on Patreon. And he's in for treatment tomorrow. On his hand, as Thomas goes through, the offside flag is up. So if you want to give Luca your best wishes, he's in for some treatment on his hand with his cerebral palsy, if I'm saying that correctly, to help with his grip. So if you want to give Luca best wishes, I know a lot of you did earlier in the show. Good luck to our friend Luca from the channel. Hopefully he's going to be able to sort his grip out on his left hand tomorrow. So best of luck to Luca and good luck with the procedure. And thank you, Stephen. Lovely, huge super chat. Actually, very, very kind of you. And I think everyone in the chat had wished good old Luca well. Thank you, Mark, Stephen, Iain, Will, Adrian, Oliver, John. Stephen assures me poor lad is used to these sort of things and he's been through worse, but he's a little bit stressed out about it. So I think he's watching tonight. So thumbs up from me, Luca. And I think we got a few more messages from it for you. There you go, from Norway as well. But brilliant stuff in the chat. And good luck to Luca. I completely take for granted my hands work fine. No operations needed for me. And I play the piano for a living, so I can't imagine it's pleasant. So hopefully the procedure can make things better. Luca, in comes a corner for Huddersfield. Oh, they've lost him at the back post, and Naby Sarr, the substitute, has come on and he's put the game safe. It's 2-0 to Huddersfield. We said they were a big danger from set plays, and what a substitution by Corberon. He has done it. Naby Sarr makes it 2-0 and Huddersfield are going third. Luton are going to have to tick this one off and move on to Forest at the weekend. It's another win for Huddersfield, who are edging closer and closer to guaranteeing a playoff place. In goes the corner to the back post. Again, it's well worked. Everyone else goes near post. Sarr, who's a huge, great bloke, waits on his own. He gets free, checks his run. He loses everybody. It's a good set play. They've done it again, Huddersfield, and they are getting the win, barring a miraculous 2-goal comeback from Luton. With about a minute to go, Sarr slides towards the camera, celebrates. What a substitution, and it's going to be a win for Huddersfield. Get your comments in on that. Let's say a big thank you to Dan Van Cleef, £10 on the super chat. Woof. Get your comments in. There's a few more messages for our friend Luca in there. Sorry, Luca. your shout-outs all got ruined by a goal. Here comes Sorba Thomas into the box. Oh, Thomas, that's really selfish. He had Dwayne Holmes over with him, and it would have been 3-0, and Luton would have been dropping to 6th if that had been the case. Woof. Alistair, good luck, Luke. I've been through similar with the same condition, not with my hands, but it's not nice having several operations and treatment. Absolutely not great advice, Alistair, and far more experience of this than any of us can offer. So we really appreciate your comments. Who expected Huddersfield to have a season like this? Not me, Iain. I've admitted for the 15th time today. 23rd, I predicted Huddersfield. They are going 3rd. 3-1 still. Yes, indeed. All the naysayers at 0-0. I'm glad to have been proved wrong. Hey, so we get some goals in our watch along. Free kick goes in for Luton. We've got 7 minutes of stoppage time. Remember, 2 stoppages really, both for Henry Lansbury and the concussions. And the Huddersfield fans are bouncing in the stand, and I'm not surprised. What a great season. Keep waiting for the Huddersfield bubble to burst. It keeps expanding. No, you're not wrong, Daryl. Superb job by Huddersfield this season. Swung in by Snodgrass, and Sarri's having a lovely sub cameo. He's had about 10 touches and scored a goal. He's only been on about 3 minutes, hasn't he? Ewan, great result this. Can't disagree with that. I had Huddersfield in the bottom race as well in my prediction. A lot of us did. They were trending in that direction as well. But what a turnaround by Corberon. Great job by the Huddersfield manager. Here's Bell. Well, Bell comes inside. Chance now. Oh, he's taken too many touches. Really opened up for Bell on the right foot there. He then wanted another 2 touches to come back on his left foot, and he kind of shanks it wide. Here's the chance. Hit it now. Oh, yeah. Too many notes, Mr. Mozart. Defending like that against Forest will end badly for Luton. What, from the set play? I think defending any set play like that against any team. But I think Forest, the threat, we know the threat is Zinkernagel, Spencer, Johnson, Davis now as well. Luton is still a hard nut to crack at home. Very, very much so. Jordan Rhodes is coming on 92 minutes and 20 seconds. By the way, we're at 180 likes. Please do, before you go, if you haven't already, before we get to the end of stoppage time, hit like. I'd love to get to 200 likes here. We're doing so well on the likes tonight. And your support's been fantastic. The chat's been great as well. Plenty of good insight. A little bit of banter as well. It's what we want, as long as it stays within the bounds of good taste, everybody. What did Kenny Everett used to say? It's all in the best possible taste. Sorba Thomas has come off. And Jordan Rhodes has come on. Bree. Naismith knocks it in long. I think Bradley's gone up front for the last knock-ins of this game. Pippa's knocked it out for a corner. One last push to 200. That'd be a fine thing. Do hit that like button. 188 now. It's gone up 8. Come on. You guys can do it. Yates, McKenna, and Gardner, all good for you. Garner, you mean? Taking them at Forest set plays. Yeah. I think McKenna's injured, isn't he? Is he? The point still stands, though, of course, yeah. In comes the corner for Luton, right under the crossbar. Nichols gathers. I think Jordan Rhodes is in the way. Big throw out. Bell is on the cover there to nick that off Dwayne Holmes. Dwayne the Rock Holmes. Don't know why I said that. Just when I hear the word Dwayne now, I think of Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Toffolo has got it 94 on the clock. This is all done. It's 2-0 Huddersfield. We are literally just playing out time now. Get your final comments in. Let me know your thoughts. How does this affect things going off? I know we've got a lot of interested Forest fans. We've got a lot of interested Bournemouth fans in this one. Sheffield United, Middlesbrough as well. Give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts. Dwayne Pipe, Dwayne Dibley. from Red Dwarf as well. Game lull. Absolutely. Baggy's rumours. Brucey has a release clause. You never know. Who did someone say was going to be Baggy's manager? Liam Manning of MK. Maybe indeed. McKenna. Oh, okay. He's not interested. My bad. I know I'm thinking it. I tell you, my apologies. Steve Cook, I'm thinking of, is injured, isn't he? My bad. Sorry. Sorry, Bryn. Got that one wrong. Hoping for a Luton response against Forest, says Alan. I will be there. Check it out. Interested in Millwall? Yep, you're still allowed to be interested, David. You might be looking from a little bit further back. Iain, yes, you will be sitting. By the way, if you are at any of these games over the weekend, I'm going to be at 4 separate games. If you want to buy me a glass with any alcohol in it, I will be at Luton Forest. I'll be at Derby Fulham. I'll be at Rotherham Ipswich. And I'll be at MK Sheffield Wednesday. Let me know if you're going to be there. I'm already sorted for Rotherham there, Iain. You love to see it. I think Stephen's sorting me out for a drink at Luton. But yeah, just give me a DM on Twitter. Here's Holmes. Into the box, all Holmes. He was offside. John, Luton have had a great season. They should never make the playoffs, though. They've had it if they lose to Forest at the weekend. Maybe. Should I even bother on Friday? The punishment? You'll be there, Stephen. I know. Buy your pint if you come to Alan. I'll be there. Especially if you. I'll tell you what. DM me if you can get me a ticket for Bournemouth Forest. I'd love to go to that game. You'll often see my begging tweets on getting me into these difficult games. 96-26 on the clock into 7 minutes stoppage time. It's Huddersfield 2, Luton 0. Huddersfield going third. Luton staying 5th. The goals in this one, Luton just switching off after that substitution. Potts coming on, didn't pick up Russell from the throw. Good finish by Russell, lobs it in. Luton miss a penalty. Adebayo hits the base of the post on 70 or around 70. And then Naby Sarr comes off the bench to head in the second. And it is full time. Well played, Huddersfield. They win and go third. Luton will need to go again, and they need to go again against Nottingham Forest, who are the form team in the league at the weekend. Chris, deserved win for Huddersfield. 2 set plays. Not Luton's night. Poor defending, midfield injuries. Starstrucker missed a penalty with Forest next. That could be it for them. Yeah, Luton need a response against in-form Forest at the weekend. Let's just check the numbers real quick, guys. You can see in the end, Luton only 1 shot on target, but they did miss a penalty at 1-0. So I'm still classing this as a tight game. And Nathan Jones will still be saying, look, you definitely could have got something from that. Could have been 1-1 from the spot at 70 minutes. So Huddersfield, 69 points, 41 gone. Look, the pressure is still on, but it's in their hands, Huddersfield. You would think now, they've got 5 games to go. Anything, what do you reckon? You tell me in the chat. Anything 8 points and above to get to 77. And I think Huddersfield are definitely in the playoffs. If they miss the playoffs on 77, they've been very unlucky. But look, if they can, what is 1.5 off 5 games? That is 8, isn't it? If they can do 9 points, I think they're definitely in, aren't they? I think Huddersfield are 3 wins from the playoffs. Luton versus Forest, 4th versus 5th at the weekend. Woof. Get your comments in before we go. Always a pleasure. Fancy a Luton bounce back against Forest. Jones, an excellent motivator. Who will finish in the playoffs? God only knows, in the words of the great Brian Wilson. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Before you leave us, we're on 194 likes. Hit the like button. Goals from Russell and Sarr do the business. Huddersfield go third. It was Huddersfield 2, Luton 0. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hit like. See you soon. See you tomorrow night. What time are we live? I think we'll be live at 5 tomorrow for the review show. We'll talk a bit more. See you soon. Over now.